Hi, this is Dan. Welcome back. You're watching IAllegedly, and I've got great news for you today. I've got breaking EIDL news in regards to reconsideration. And before we get into it, please like this video. Please share this video with everybody that has ever thought about or has applied for an EIDL loan. Please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, the bell notifications, and get all that stuff. Now let's get into it. The EIDL program was started when the pandemic happened, and it was a loan program that was originally set to have a $2 million maximum loan amount for a 30-year period for 3.75% for businesses and 2.75% for nonprofits. It was written into the CARES Act that there was going to be an advance of $10,000 for businesses to get an advance or a quote grant that people got. Because of the influx of applications and the incompetence of the SBA, they took it upon themselves to change it to $1,000 per employee and cap the loans at $150,000. Okay, so we all know that. The problem with this is that they had millions and millions of applications for the EIDL program. They used an AI program to determine if somebody was eligible to get this loan when it originally came out. The problem with that is you had a tremendous amount of people that were turned down for the loan. And you also had a tremendous amount of people that were able to get loans via fraud that they never should have gotten when regular businesses like yours and mine never got these loans. Now, the three main reasons that people were turned down for an EIDL loan were this. Number one, their credit was bad, which is ridiculous when you think about a disaster and having credit be involved, okay? You've heard me argue about this. If you had a tornado, what does it have to do with your credit? Anyways, same thing here in this situation. Number two, people gave inadequate, improper, or wrong information. In other words, wrong names, wrong email addresses. Their business name didn't match the tax return. They didn't put a proper email address down that they could be responded to. Something that made it so that they couldn't get a hold of the person that applied for this. I have gotten hundreds of people that have written me and said, I applied for an EIDL loan and never heard a thing. Well, this is number two. That's what that is. You gave them improper information, never reached out to them to correct it, and you're in that list. Now, number three, which is still the most preposterous one, is that they said that your business hasn't suffered through the pandemic. So again, I don't know of anybody that can say that now. So flash forward, 8 months now? Okay. So here you have the opportunity that I learned yesterday, and that is this. The SBA has sent out the loan processing to third-party agents. They're not even hiding that right now. They're telling people that. So these agents have between now and December 21st to process as many EIDL loans as possible. And what it also means is reconsideration. I had two clients, one that reached out to me that had an existing EIDL loan and was notified from the SBA that when he called in to ask a question, oh, you're eligible for more money. Do you want it? Yeah, send us bank statements and what the money's going to be used for, and you can get it. There's that. And number two, I had someone who's been waiting 6 months, okay, for an answer on his EIDL loan, and he called in yesterday and was told this. Yeah, you're approved for your loan, and you can get more than you asked for. Number one, none of us asked for a dollar amount. Okay, so there's that. So he could get more money, which this made me call the SBA. And I said, I want you to explain the reconsideration process right now. And they explained it to me in great detail. You can get reconsideration to get your loan approved, to get an increase, to get funds added, okay? And if you've never been approved for an SBA EIDL loans, you can get an SBA EIDL loan right now. So you have to apply between now and December 21st to get this. That's when the deadline is. Now, here's the thing. There is no grant program right now. It may come back next year. It may come back through Senate Bill 4227 or Senate Bill 4818. or a myriad of other things in the next Shenanigans Act, whatever they're going to approve, okay? Approve. But here's the thing. You can get reconsideration right now. And what the SBA told me was, don't just call and go, hey, I need more money, okay? You need to call and you need to write a reconsideration letter. And I will have a link below that has a sample reconsideration letter that I've shared with other people that has been quite successful. And it needs to have a few things. It needs to have your application number on it. If you do not know your application number, or if they've never responded to you, you need to write the SBA and say, what is my application number? And give them the information that you gave them in the first place to get that application number. Number two, you need to give them financial information, a few months of what's going on. I've heard 3 months, I've heard to 9 months of your bank statements, of information that would show that you could pay this loan back. Now, you also need to submit ahead of the game, which is Form 4506T, and that is the SBA Form 4506T. This is the one that releases your tax returns to the SBA. Now, people have been asked for this time and again, sometimes 2 and 3 times. I know somebody's been asked for this form for the SBA 3 times, and they still don't have their loan approved. But submit all of this together at the same time, and you will have a great chance of getting the loan approved. Here's the criteria the SBA used to give someone a loan. And this is utterly ridiculous because it doesn't match what we were told. And that is, they take your gross sales minus the cost of goods sold, and then take the gross profit, divide it by 2, and that's your loan amount. So if your company did, let's just say for round figures, $100,000 in sales, and the cost of goods sold were $60,000, and that left $40,000 in gross profit, you were eligible for a $20,000 EIDL loan, okay? Now, that's not 6 months operating capital, okay? Javita Carranza was in front of the Senate subcommittee in July and talked about giving people 6 months operating capital, which is what you need to ask for. You know what that figure is. I have been written by, and I'm telling you, dozens and dozens, probably 60 people that have gotten loans for $1,000, $3,000, $5,000. So think about this. You people that got $1,000 EIDL loans, let me ask you this. If you had $5,000 in gross sales, you had $3,000 in operating expenses and $2,000 profit. Is that what your company did? Your company did $5,000 in sales? Think about how ridiculous that is. So you people that got very low loan amounts, go back and ask for the proper loan amount. There are going to be millions of applications, millions, that never get responded to before the December 21st deadline. But here's the sick part. You can ask for reconsideration. If you were denied, if you got a loan and it wasn't for enough, or you haven't heard yet, you can get reconsideration. I will have all the phone numbers for you to fax, okay? I will share the email address for you. I will share the fax number. I will share the phone number to call, but you need to have all that information on your reconsideration letter. Make sure it has the application number. Be specific on what you're going to use the money for. And again, operating expenses, just say that, okay? But again, talk to your accountant on what you can use the EIDL money for and make sure that you have a proper use for it. Also, the other thing is, if I know people that have had offers right now for EIDL money and they're waiting, should I take it? Should I not take it? Number one, I would ask for more money right now between now and December 21st. And number two, I would not take the loan until calendar year 2021 because they may forgive this, they may not part of it, they may change the program, whatever, but you have that going for you that this thing could get better in some way, okay? So you make that decision. But again, make sure you don't just call them. I need more money, I'm really in a bad way. I don't care if your place is shuttered. I would go back. If this money is the difference of you getting your business moving and going forward, only you can answer that. But you need to apply and you need to ask for this between now and December 21st because they're giving this money out. Because after December 21st, the money gets taken away from them. And there is hundreds of millions of dollars right now in this money. The grant program has not been reopened yet. Any stories of that is complete shenanigans, okay? but you can get considered for EIDL loan, and you need to do it now. You need to do it right away and don't mess around. But give them the proper information. If you are in business, you've gotten a loan before, give the people bank statements, give them information about the business, what you do. And again, remember, this is some guy sitting in his house now, approving loans. They don't know what you do. You could be a consultant for XYZ. You could do termite. Let them know what you do, but be clear and concise on what you're going to use the money for, how you're going to use it, and get this. So good luck to everybody. Please apply for this immediately. Don't forget to share this, like this video. Look for the letter in the description below. Please share it with everybody. Don't forget to subscribe, and good luck to all of you. But do this right away. December 21st is the deadline for the EIDL loans. If you didn't get an answer, if you were denied, if you got a loan and it wasn't enough, and if you haven't had an answer yet, go back and ask for more money immediately, because there's going to be a ton of people that did not get that, okay? But be prepared to give them everything that you need to get this loan approved. Good luck to you, and I hope you guys get it, and I will see you all very, very soon.